Welcome to the professional guide to installing edge sinks into solid surface. Remove the sink from the box, inspect it for damage, check the integrity of the rim and the bowl for any shipping damage or flaws. If there's any damage, call your edge sink distributor immediately. In this case, we're recessing the sink into the solid surface. This will result in a smaller line of solid surface showing above the steel line, producing a more streamlined and modern look. You can also bond the sink directly to the back of the solid surface sheet, showing the full thickness of the sheet above the steel line. Measure the size of the rim on the sink. Create the recess 1 to 2 millimeters bigger than the rim on the sink, leaving enough space for the sink to fit comfortably. After writing the file on your CNC machine, proceed to recess and cut out the center of the solid surface worktop. Save your file for the next edge sink installation. With the machining of the worktop complete, we are now ready to install the edge sink. Place the solid surface top on your chosen support system. Here we're using a flat bed. Clean the areas for bonding on the back of the worktop and the rim of the sink with methylated spirits using a clean white cloth. Use a solid surface seam adhesive colour matched to the worktop. Purging of the tube is important to ensure both the catalyst and adhesive are dispensing correctly. Apply a generous bead of solid surface seam adhesive around the perimeter of the sink. About 6 to 8 millimeter wide bead, slightly closer to the inside edge of the sink, as we require excess adhesive to ooze all around the inside edge. Place the sink in position and clamp using your preferred method. Fill any remaining cavities between the sink rim and the edge of the recess with adhesive. Here you can see the adhesive oozing out on the inside line of the sink. When the adhesive is cured, release the clamps and flip the worktop over. Today we're using a 10-degree router bit with a plastic oversized bearing to machine the excess solid surface back to the steel line. You can also use a 45-degree router bit if you prefer. The router bits are fitted with a plastic bearing to prevent marking the sink walls. Set the depth on the router bit so that the bearing is running just below the bottom of the solid surface and the excess seam adhesive that has oozed out. Make a pass around the perimeter of the sink, running the bearing on the side wall of the sink. As you get close to the final depth, you will see the corner edge of the steel beginning to appear. Our goal is to break the adhesive line between the solid surface and the excess adhesive on the corner point of the steel. This will release the excess adhesive. If the router bit has not broken the adhesive line all around the sink, you can use a sanding block or orbital sander to complete breaking the adhesive line. Be careful not to mark the sidewall of the sink when sanding. For the corners, use a round object wrapped with sandpaper. When all the excess material is removed, use a fine sanding paper to final polish the edge of the solid surface. If you mark or scratch the sink wall when sanding, use a 3M maroon Scotch-Brite pad or a 180 grit flap wheel to repair it, always running straight and parallel with the brush of the steel. The result? The ultimate in seamless integration. The only completely seamless stainless steel sink solution.